Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This week on the darkened Magic Roundabout, we have got a Corgi Toys Mustang Fastback 2x2. As you watch this go round, I'd just like to welcome any new friends of the channel. Welcome aboard, thank you very much. And welcome back all the old friends of the channel and supporters. Thanks for hanging around. Right, as you can see, this has been play worn, over painted and mucked about with. So we're going to get it off here and we're going to have a good look at it. Alrighty then, alrighty. Here we go. Get around the right way so it can have a shufty. Corgi Toys Ford Mustang Fastback 2x2. 2 posts. These are the bottoms of the door pillars posts. It has some sort of brown paint on it. This was white, I imagine. Yeah, it was. We got tail lights. We got a good glass at the back, a good glass at the front, and the bonus about this one is it's got the door cards and the side window unit is in place. And sorry, yeah, door cards and side window in place. So that's the bonus feature. Both seats are in there because these backs can come off quite easily on some of them. And also we have the sticker on the front there. Now this sticker often is missing or it's peeled back or whatever, so I'm going to try and get this sticker off without damaging it. Take the dual headlights out, having a close inspection on that. They look like they might be in buckets. You've seen the buckets before, they might be in buckets, so we might be able to get them from behind, don't know. Never done one of these before. Grind off the posts, wheels. Suspension seems to be alright. I don't know what sort of suspension is in here, but let's have a look at that. Okay, I've just done a little bit of a pilot hole in there. So we're just going to see, if you've got headphones on, turn them off, turn them down or whatever. I think we're going to need a bigger drill bit. We're going to need a bigger drill bit on the back there. Need to come forward a bit here. I think that I've got that. Change the drill bit for the back. The trouble with these mushrooms, when they paint these mushrooms over, they come out all different sizes. Of, you know, when they're flattened over, you get some goes really big like this one. Some are small, and sometimes you know you have to wiggle your drill around a little bit just to catch them. Otherwise, if you keep going big on your drill too far, then you'll have a massive hole. You don't want that. So it's just best just to give it a bit of a wiggle. Just you see that's quite big. It's still going around there. So we need to get around a little bit. Try and catch it. That might be enough. Let's have a look. Oh, tell you, the arthritis in my fingers. If I hold a drill for too long, I don't know if you boys have had it, your fingers stiffen up, you can't straighten the bloody things out. That's the problem I got in a minute. That's all the years of pang. See that come flying out? That's your famous washer that everybody goes on about. And there's the other one. Right, so let's pull this off and see what we got. It seems to be, there you go. That's your axles. And they'll be the same size. Now, suspension unit, luckily for me, is in good condition, as you can see. It's still got all its levers on it. So we'll pull that out. We'll just check it, make sure that it doesn't look like to be any brakes in it. So that's a good bonus. This was a good car before it was painted. It's a shame, really. Let's have a look now. Interior. I think we can get that out first, maybe. Maybe it's underneath there. Let's have a look. No, I think we'll get the doors out first. Fingers in there. Fingers in there. See what we've got now, shall we? He's a bit tight. Let's just pull that in. So with these doors, you can, these are nice doors actually to work with. You can pull them down like that. Pull them out. Pull it down, pull it out. And that takes a bit of pressure off this piece here, which you can just pull out. And that interior should come straight out now. There you go. There's your seats, it's a bit mucky, isn't it? There's your steering wheel and everything else. And luckily for me, the window unit is not riveted in. Ain't we doing well? Yeah, so that's the I've got to be careful with this though, because there's no support across here when cleaning that. So that can go and get, that can go in the soapy water. That can go in the soapy water. I've got the ultrasonic over there. I've just been using it, funny enough, before I decided to do this. That can go in the water. These wheels, I might take them off. Let's check the tyres, shall we? And that one's cracked right across there, so that's got to go. Yeah, the old tyres are all dried out. They're no good. That one there. No, that's no good. What we'll do... What's the guessing these are? Come on, boys and girls, what's the guessing? 14s. That's 14. That's 15. Yeah, so they're 14s really, aren't they? Bit strange really, because they're a bit tight for 14 and a bit slack for 15. There you go. But because these might have shrunk at some point, I don't know. So it's either 14s or 15, depending what I've got. I've got my new one here. That was kindly donated to me. 14. Yeah, 15. So it's about 14 and a half, to be honest with you. Handy to have one of these. Two reasons. One for your tyre checking. If you've got something you want to check the size of the tyre, like I've just done there. They're not expensive. Helix matrix circles. And also they're good for masking off if you want to paint like I did the tractor tyres and stuff like that. Okay. So, there you go on that. Get rid of that one now because that's about a shot. There you go. Alright, so these want cleaning up and wire brushing. So I won't drop these in the ultrasonic because these are quite light and they might not survive. I might put it in after the initial ferocity has gone off, you know, like that, ferocity, cool word, has gone off. But we'll see about that. Now that can go in the plastic section. And there you go. We're stripped. Oh, no, we're not. Oh no, oh no. We've got this to get out. I forgot all about this. Good job I didn't put that in the caustic soda. That would have ruined it. Just get your screwdriver underneath. Lift it off. That's one side now. These can be tricky. You might have to drill these because they're crimped on with a post. Now, if you can, depending on how hard they've been crimped on, lift that slightly and it will come over the top, but it's risky that you'll crack it. And I can feel, if you look at that, get a bit closer, so bloody fingers. If you can see, try and focus it now, you can see that is mushroomed over. There. And if you try and lever that up like that, chances are you're going to crack it. So I have to do a little bit of drilling on there and then glue it back on. God, it's difficult to look through it, look through your phone at this and try and guide your stick when you want to guide it. So there you go, that's that. That's done me head in. There you go. So we'll get that one out of there. And this one should be okay. There you go. So I'm going to have to drill those. I'll have to be careful with those. I'm going to drill. So basically, get your a drill that you're a suitable size drill, and I would say for that you could probably get away. Maybe this one, maybe that one. If you go too small, I've got this one. This might do it. That might do it. You just want to get it. Just want to take the top off. You could do it with a burr, but if you do it with a burr, just be careful you don't slide off and go right across there. Okay. So let me just. Well, you got 10 minutes on the strip down. 10 minutes on the strip down. Yeah, it's all good fun. All right, let me just see. Just gently now. Just give me a little bit of a wiggle. And this you have to be very careful now because you're going to have to. There you go, it's gone. Look at that. There it is. So that's, ladies and gentlemen, how you do that. Okay. So that's that one. Let me see me do it again. There you go, look at that. 2 times lucky. So the trick is, decent size drill bit, not too big, and go slow. Job done. Just a little tip. If you don't want to heat this up, this sticky label on here, got yourself some lighter fluid. If you peeled up one side or one corner of it, put some lighter fluid in there, let it soak through, and then get your knife and you can work your way gently, yeah, and then you can lift it up. Okay, and the sticky bit on here was in the middle there, where the Mustang was, the horse was. So that's managed to get that off complete. All right, there you go. So like I say, just get one little corner up and get some lighter fluid, put some down the back of it, and if you get the other corner up as well, it makes it easier. Put a bit more in, you can see the glue residue what's left on. It wasn't all the way across, obviously, for some reason or another. I didn't glue it right the way across. And then you can let it soak for a minute or two, and then get your sharp knife blade and just gently tease it. Don't pull it or tear it, just gently tease it up. If you can from both sides, be patient, and it will come loose. There you go. Now all I've got to do is not lose that now. I'm going to put this somewhere in a minute. I know I'm going to... See, look, it's already gone. I'm going to put this somewhere in a minute, and I know that if I put it somewhere safe, I'm going to flipping lose it. And so what I'm going to do, I've got a little bit of paper here, big enough bit of paper, because I'm a bugger for losing stuff. I'm just going to put it on there like that. Yeah. Okay. I do that, and I've got a marker pen here, and I'm going to just make a bit of a mess on there so I know it'll stand out there. I'll put it somewhere and I can recognise it, because I know I'll be looking for it later, and I don't want to lose it. And I don't want, so I'm going to put it up there. Look, now look, see that? I'm going to put it up there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put it. So remind me later. Now just got to get these dual headlights out now. I might heat them up with the heat gun, because I don't know if they're going to come out easily, because they're in buckets. I might tease them out. That's just a bit of paint on the outsides come out of there. Oh, there's one coming out, I think. It looks awful loose. Or is it just a varnish and they've got on it's coming off? I think that's probably what it is. Oh no, there you go. That's one out. Oh, I thought these might have been in buckets. They look like they're in buckets, but can't see anything. Right, that's one out. Now what's the chances of getting this one out? I've got a load of these anyway, so I'm not that bothered if I break it or lose it. Now it's come out now. That's it. Right, and you'll notice, for those of you who don't know, that you get these jewels and they've got a gold piece on the back there. That gives you that colour from the front. Look, there you go. If that was silver on the back there, that would be clear. Okay. Right. And I have noticed as well, before I go, I've noticed when I was doing the drilling, I've noticed that this door pillar here is cracked across there. There, you see it better there. It's cracked there, and it's cracked there. So when I've been in the caustic soda, I will get this out and super glue, baking powder, those two together. I just noticed it when I'm messing about, and I thought, I'll just check these pillars, and I just checked it. I just saw that faint crack there, so I went inside and checked it. So there you go. We'll sort that out as well. Okay, so Mustang out of the caustic and cleaned up the wire brush. Like I showed you earlier, there's two cracks in the pillars. One there, going across there, and one at the bottom there, across there, which often happens on this type of car. Cortinas, mostly two doors with the big doors. That's quite weak. Yeah, there, so we can push that together like that, so it's not a problem. There you can see, look, we can just pinch that together to hold that while the glue is drying. Yeah, that should be okay. So we got our super duper, and we got our baking powder. I'll just draw out a bit while we do this. There we go. Move it that way a bit. Get that out of the way. Don't need that there. That's a pain in the bum. Right, so yeah, we'll just kind of need to. It's beginning to annoy me a bit now. I meant to do this a couple of days ago. Just snip that off there. That's it. Right. So we just put a little tiny piece in there. Let that soak through, and then just put a little bit of soak through a bit, and put a little bit of this in on there. That's it. Get some of the rough out. Should hold that for a second or two. Be alright. The same with this side. A little bit in there. Yeah, that should hold it, I would say. I'll just put, oh, it's already gone through there, so yeah. I was going to put a drop on the inside, but it's already gone through, so that's okay. I don't want to put too much on the inside because it will obstruct the window unit. Okay, so we'll leave that dry and go solid, and then we can put some primer and stuff on. Not primer, we can file that down, get it to shape. Bob's your uncle and all that. Yeah, I knackered the posts on this one. Knackered it on there. That was not too bad, but that one was awful. I just went offline, it just went completely nuts. So that happens, unfortunately. Right, so that's done. That's that all done. The base is all cleaned up, ready to go. The window unit is needs a bit of cleaning. Not much, so it's pretty good. And this is the suspension unit. I'm going to put this in the oven cleaner, find a suitable bag. I have to keep getting these bags, and I'll tell you, I'll use that. I'll put it down, I can't find it. So I have to go and find a bag, put that in the oven cleaner, get rid of all that. Not that it really matters, I might just, because you don't see all of that, you only see a part of it, don't you? You only see the back and that on there. You only see that and that at the front. So we'll see. I'll decide on that in a minute. Interior cleaned up. Paint that, I think. And the door, so everything else is ready to go. So I'll just leave that there for a second. Right, there you go. I'll just show you a little, well, I suppose a tip really, is how I do my wheels, wire wheels. See these, state of these, mucky, like that. And one end up like this. That's how we need to end up. So, what do? Get one of these. You get a pack of 3. This one, a steel one, and a, I don't know, like a brush top thing. What I do is, because it's got the long wires in it, that will get in between your wires. And you can just give it a good old going round, like that. Scrub it in there. And get some of the crap out in between the spokes if you can. Muck and dirt and bits of rust residue and stuff. That's what I'll do there. See, that's got most of it out. And then check the rim, make sure the rim's alright, which it is. If it isn't, you can go with a bit of sandpaper or whatever you got handy and just smooth out the rims a little bit if they've got a little few marks and stuff on them, like so. Like that. Then get your auto sole. And I'll just shove it all in there. Pack it in there. All the way around. Then on my, well, I've got this brush thing. You'll get a lot of these in the sets. You get brushes and stuff like that. You get one like that, and you get a bigger fan one like this. So what we do is, it's not a quick fix, it takes a bit of time, and you get this, and you just go around in there. It always looks black when you start. You think, oh, what have I done here? But it takes a while, and then you just go in there and get it moving round. If you want to use a felt pad on it, you can use a felt one, but I find them felt ones that start disintegrating when they get in a space like this. Yeah, just go round and round and round, and you go opposite rotation to the drill. Gives it a bit more thing, and it's starting to come up nice and clean now. And stick it in the middle there. Try not to push down too far. You don't want to put the brush out of shape if you can help it. Get it in there, then get it on there like that, and go across the top and polish up the rim. Yeah. There you have it. There you have it. All nicely polished up. There you go. You still got that dark background, which gives it that 3D effect, which I think is quite cool. So there you go, look. Look at that. That is better than that, isn't it? So that's what we're ending up with. And then you get your tyre on there, that looks nice. Okay. Okay, that's all the pillars done. There you go. There. And there. You can see the mark, but it's glued together now. And I use this file. It's nice, fine file. And this triangular file. The triangular file gets in and opens up the window where the pillar, where the frame is around the window there. There. Just got to knock that bit off there. There's not a lot of room to mess about with these things. But yeah, apart from that, we're looking better. It cleaned up, little casting line there and there, cleaned around the headlights, back's all cleaned up, so we're ready for primer. I decided not to chuck this in the oven cleaner because it's quite good, and I don't want to do any damage to the suspension unit. You're not going to see any of that except for the bumper, so I've just removed the paint. I'm in the process of moving the paint off there in there, and I'll give it a coat of silver. So that saved me dipping that. Because like I say, you're not going to see a load of that anyway, because it's in the, you're only going to see part of it. You probably see in there and in there, but not that much to worry about. Yeah, and it's pretty clean anyway, so there's the back. There we go then. There we go. So a bit of degreasing and get some primer on, see where we are from there. Okay, here we go then. Let's have a look what our Mustang turned out like in this Dakota grey. There you go. It's quite a nice colour, that Dakota grey. It has some, I've used the Halfers lacquer this time, and it's a little bit softer. It takes a bit longer to dry. This one, rather than the high coat, dries pretty much straight away. So just be careful now handling this one. It's okay, it's been drying for 2 days. I've scraped off the Ford on the front. There. And I've gone round and I've scraped around the out perimeter of those back lights. Around there. So that's that. Interior I've done in the primer grey, which I'm going to leave because I think it looks alright with the primer grey on it. So that's interior and the dashboard. I was going to detail some dashboard on this, but the steering wheel's in the way of doing anything on the dials. And a lot of these had the same colour dashboard as the interior, and maybe a little bit of wood panelling in, won't be a bit of wood panelling type effect in there. So I'm not really going to do much with that at all. And sometimes they're the same colour steering wheel as the interior, but the spokes were different, so I might just paint detail the spokes on that. You're not going to see much anyway. Door cards, I've done in the same. And what I've done with this, I've just put the glass back in here in a minute. Okay, so that glass is back in there. On there. Oops. The glass is on there. And on that one. I'm just waiting, just put a little bit of super duper on there, just waiting for it to dry out a little bit before I can continue. Got the tyres on the wheels, 15mm treaded. I did have put some Corgi sort of square tyres on this with Corgi written on the side, but they wouldn't fit underneath properly, wouldn't sit right, so I took them out. I've still got the sticker, I haven't lost that. It's over here, so that's going to be glued back on in a bit. So I'm just waiting for this door cast to dry. I didn't strip all the chassis, I just Molotov chromed the back bumper and the front bumper where you're going to see it. So that's what I've done there. Okay, So that's where we are with this one. Glass is cleaned up and the base is done. So I'm just going to wait a little while for this to dry out and then we can start. Got the doors. I did do a dry fit on these. They're a bit tricky to get in because of this plastic piece here you have to put in. You have to put that in and get the doors. So I did do a dry run on that and I thought, oh, this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? So that's where we are a minute. I'm going to come back in a minute. We're going to, I think we might assemble this first and then put a few details on it. Or I might just do the details on the back there and that badge. And put the dual headlights in, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do the back lights. Do that badge. This is too fine, really. I was going to scrape that off, but I thought it was a bit risky. The emblem's all right, but the writing is so fine, you're going to make a mess. So indicator lights to do. Put the dual headlights back in. Paint the back lights. I think we'll do that. I'll get the paintbrushes out and we'll do that. Underneath, at the back here, or the front. No, that's the back, isn't it? Yeah. I think they're supposed to be exhaust pipes, but I'll put a little dab of silver on them anyway. Yeah, and that's it. What we're doing up front. I don't know, that's the same as the front as is the back, isn't it, those two? I'll have to check. Alright, let me get some paintbrushes out. Right, okay then. Here we go, what we've done. We've carried on with detail. I put the dual headlights in and put the sticker on. I needed the glue to dry on there before I got messing around with it. That's not the best of stickers, but it's a better one than the other ones that I've got, and it's original, so that's always good. I've put the indicator lights in. Just got to do the red for the other ones. I've done a bit more scraping. I got a bit carried away. I've done round the window frame, back and front. I've done round the door. So that's that. Just got to put this red in there now. In there, and that'll finish that. That'll finish that off. It needs doing. Oh, I've done the indicator lights at the front, and their bumper overriders, and these at the back here, like a side light type thing at the back there. So let's just get a bit of this in here, in between the lines if we can. There we go. Not too bad, that one. A little bit in that corner there. Not too bothered about going over slightly because I scraped that round there anyway. It's not paint, so I can just re-scrape that if I do go over. Just blobbing it in. It's a nice day today, but the flipping flies keep buzzing in and out of the shed. There you go. I'll let that dry a little bit and then I'll just do a little bit of scraping there and a little bit there just to finish that off. So that's that. And I think, excuse me, we're about done, detail wise. I'll put a bit of chrome on them seat things because they had that on there. I'll put a bit of chrome on the silver on there, on the steering wheel. Door cards are glued in now, so they're waiting to dry. I'm going to see if I can dig out some number plates. I've got some American number plates somewhere else, so I'll dig them out. So while that's going off, tacky. Okay, let's get this one put together, shall we? It's not going to be an easy one to put together. It's a little bit tricky in places. So I think we'll start off with the window unit. There. We've got to get these doors on. These aren't the easiest doors to put on. They might appear to be easy, but that one is anyway. And then we got this one. This is one I had problems with getting this door on. I don't know why, but I did. Maybe it might be because it's the wrong hand for me to work, I don't know. But I had a problem getting this one on. So I have to, there you go, that one's in. So we've got those in, doors in. Then we need to put in this one, I think. Make sure your cutouts are right, and that goes in here. Some wet, some out. Close those together. Close those together. This goes in here somewhere. Right, okay, let's got that in. Then you have to put your, you have to put this in a certain order, or else it won't go in. Then you get your dashboard, because your dashboard goes under them little clips there and there. Maybe I should have put this dashboard in first. But we're here now, so well, that's in. And maybe it doesn't go that far in. It goes there. Yeah. So we've got that in. Then we put our seats in. That hole there goes over the top of that. So we like that. So all hunky-dory. Doors are lined up. There you go. Then make sure we got this around the right way. We drop our front in like that. Then our wheels, there, and axles, there and there. And these little things here line up with the door pins there and there. Supposed to. It's supposed to. There you go, like that. Push that down. Push that down, and there we have it. Now I just want to make sure they go in there okay. Yep, that was okay. We'll just check that front one while we're here. Yep, that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to super glue these two rivets in here. Now bearing in mind I blew the posts out, but these are quite long rivets, so they should reach reach where I wanted to reach. So I'll put a little bit there and a little bit round the outside there, just to hold that in place. Here we go with the blooming things. Let's put that in there. I'm trying to press down too hard because sometimes the imprint of this cloth will imprint the lacquer, because it's quite, as you know, lacquer takes a while to go off properly. Properly hard, well hard. Just pick it up, eh? Right, I'll let that go off a second or two, then we'll get it on the magic and see what we got. This is what we started with, our Corgi Toys Mustang Fastback 2x2. So, have a look, see what we did with it, see if you like it. Have a look at this. Here we go then. This is our Corgi Toys Mustang Fastback 2x2 with a change of colour, gone in with a Dakota grey, metallic with a light grey interior. We've detailed up the backlights, done some scraping around the window frames, door frames and the emblems on the side. We put back the old dual headlights, scraped the Ford which is on the front. Yeah, there you go. So we're all good to go. Yeah, the doors didn't go back as hard as I thought they were, and in practice, a couple of times that I did it with the drive fit, I was struggling a little bit. But the die-cast gods must have been with me this time round. So there you go, all done and dusted. Well, look forward to your comments on this one. And that's it. So whatever you're doing, be happy. Hopefully you'll be lucky. And we'll see you all again next week with, yeah, I think it's the Diecast and Scale Modelers Community Challenge, which is a more on 4. So I've got something with more than 4 wheels to show you next week. Yeah, there you go. So we will see you then. Bye for now.